Hello, so today I'm gonna talk about different side hustles or side little gigs that you can do if you already have a full-time job and just want to add a little something. If you don't have anything and want a little something, or if you're like me and you want to work for yourself, which requires time, which means you ideally don't want to be spending all your time working for someone else, so you need these little side gigs to make some money. So what I'm also gonna do is talk about some of the less commonly talked about side hustles that definitely aren't for everybody, but I think y'all will get a little kick out of this, and for some of you, you probably would even try it once this video gets enough views to reach the appropriate viewer. So with that being said, some of the obvious side hustles that people are very much aware of nowadays are, you know, some of the work from home stuff that I really enjoy. So I'm trying to make my way into doing some virtual assistant work because that gives me ultimate flexibility. So as a virtual assistant, just think about it. All I need is my laptop and internet connection and, you know, orders on what to do and I'm good to go. Now, there's some similar things when I think about the fact that I might start teaching online. And that's an awesome opportunity as well. But for me, it's a little bit less flexible. And so the online teaching job, VIP Kid, and there's some other competitors if you want to look them up. The online teaching is awesome for those who want that work from home lifestyle. The only challenge with those for me is the fact that the peak time for the students who are actually getting taught and getting tutored is 5 a.m. to like 8 a.m. Eastern time. And I think like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. to like midnight. And that is not the best hours for me. Now, if I end up doing that for a little bit, of course, you know, I'll make it work, but it's not the best hours. And also, that's not a job where I can have my kids in the background. So as a virtual assistant, some of these other work from home jobs, it doesn't matter if my kids are hollering in the background or whatever's going on. I can still get my work done and, you know, stay focused and they can figure it out. Whereas the online teaching job, which is a great job, I'm giving them, you know, definitely my support as well. The difference is you can't have those distractions in the background because you are going to be teaching and tutoring kids live, you know, in time, and you can't have those background distractions. So with that being said, if you're interested in the virtual assistant jobs, I would just, you know, take it a step further by doing, you know, some Google research, looking maybe up some other YouTube videos of people who have been in it longer than me. And excuse me for talking fast. That's my daughter reminded me today. She's like, Mom, why do you talk so fast? I don't know. Some days I do. A lot of days I do. But outside of the virtual assistant position, we have the teaching position. So I have been in communication with the VIP Kid, and I just told them I might be teaching, but to give me some time to make some decisions. So I would look them up. From what the research I've done, they pay the most, and I think they might be one of the top online teaching companies, so that they have my recommendation for that reason. Although I have not started teaching with them quite yet, and might not ever. Who knows? So outside of those, you have a lot of other jobs that people are jumping on, such as Uber Eats, a regular Uber driver without doing the food delivery. What else do we have? We have the competitor of Uber is Lyft. You have DoorDash, all those things. So I won't go into too much detail with that because I've never done it, but I think that's a very commonly talked about side gig that people are jumping on. The only question is how profitable it is. So I've been doing my research. I think it can be profitable, but I don't think it's as easy as being in any particular city and just jumping in your car and making it work. I think it is probably more profitable in certain areas. And I also believe if you can put a little bit of brain to it and think about timing. And one of the articles that I read said, if you stay away, actually, a lot of people want to go to where everything is popping. But the challenge about that is in big cities, you end up spending so much time in traffic. So let's say you're in a bigger city like New York and you're like, yeah, this event is going on, I'm going to be right here. But there's going to be tons of people thinking the same as you and getting clogged up in that traffic. And then you end up making, you know, X amount of money off of one drive. But that one drive took you forever because of traffic. So some of the smarter people who've been able to, I won't say smarter, but some of the others who've been able to, you know, do things a little bit differently have found that they can find consistent, you know, customers in areas that don't have as much traffic and make more money per hour, if you think about the per hour rate. I'm sure there's other common ones that I'm gonna forget, but what I want to go to is kind of the interesting ones that y'all may have heard of, maybe not. So I'll save the women specific ones for last. And what one do I want to start with? Oh, this one is not too crazy, but I don't know if people, it's becoming somewhat more common, But I still feel like there's a lot of people don't realize that blood donation and plasma donation are two different things. So blood donation, I do believe you can get paid for that. The difference is your body cannot physically stand giving away its blood frequently, so you can only do that but so often. And of course, from my experience, I think most of you would say that you're aware that most people actually do that for free, and so I don't think there's a high demand for paying people to donate their blood. Now, when you look at plasma, let me slow down. Plasma is actually the liquid portion of your blood. So your blood is made up of, let me not get too scientific because I might fib a little bit, but I'm pretty sure your blood is composed of, which word is correct, doesn't matter, red blood cells, white blood cells, and plasma. I think that's all of it. I might be missing something. So what they do with plasma is, since they do want people to go there regularly and they have a big high demand for it, there's a high demand for plasma. You have lots of different people with different illnesses who need plasma in order to live a somewhat normal life. And so what they'll do is take your plasma, they'll, you know, put a needle in you at some point, take the plasma out of you in different cycles. And what they're doing as they take the blood actually out of you, then they take the plasma out of the blood, they actually give you back the blood. The reason why they're going to give you back the blood is because if you ever become a regular donor like me, which in this little phase, this is the most regular I've donated ever. I'm pretty much donating twice a week when I can. And I don't know how many ounces it is. It's a lot of liquid, so I got to drink a lot of water. But anywho, I am motivated, of course, by the financial incentive, but I'm definitely motivated by the fact that it does make a difference. I know people who literally need plasma in order to live. And with that being said, there is a truck passing. Whoop, whoop. A truck. All right. With that being said, plasma. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, how much you can make. You can make $300 to $500 a month donating plasma twice a week, although it's not required to donate twice a week. If you're a new donor, you get some bonus, a special new donor bonus, which will get you closer to $500. If you're not a new donor, you can still make around $400 with the bonuses, but the bonuses come with regular visits. So like, let's say, you know, in a given month, you can donate, let's say 8 times. If you're going twice a week, each time you donate, you might make 40 or 50, 30, 40 or 50, depending on the company you're going to. And for some companies on that 6th donation or 8th donation, or let's say the 4th, 6th, and 8th, you're going to get a bonus for going. So I love it. You know, I can't say I love it, but I know it makes a difference and it's easy. I just got to drink lots of water and eat healthy the day before. So I'll probably do a separate video to go more into that one, because that can be very specific. And I would definitely love to encourage people who might have a fear of needles to get over their fear, because it's okay. I mean, it's really okay. Lastly, hopefully my phone does not cut off. When I'm doing these videos at the moment, until I get a quality camera, I'm using my phone, and so my storage sometimes cuts me off at the end of the video. So if I get cut off, you know that's what it was. But I'm going to try to squeeze 2 more in there. So we talked about plasma donation. That's great. You can Google plasma donation in your city, because there's different companies like Head Plasma and Grifols. So the last 2. So the next one I want to talk about, I want to say the best for last. Yeah, I'll talk about the one that's specific to women, but I'll make it short and sweet, because I'll make other videos about that. So if you are a woman, because this is only possible for women, and you're lactating, you can donate your breast milk for free to those in need. There are milk banks who give donated milk to babies in the NICU for different reasons, and research shows those little babies who might not have a chance at life, or who might, you know, really be in danger, actually do much better, significantly better with breast milk compared to formula. So I did that. I've done that with my last 2. And then outside of donating it, you can actually get paid. And so that'll be a more detailed process, so I definitely need to save that for a separate video. But you can Google search, you know, milk banks that you can actually get paid to. I think the top one is Mother's Milk Corporation. The only thing is they only accept donors during a certain phase of the year. And there's another one, International Milk Bank, and they pay 25%. They pay only 25% of what the other one does. But the good thing about them is they ship everything to you, which the other one does too. But the good thing about them is they're typically accepting donors most year round. But you are going to get paid less. But you know, I'll have a separate video about that. So let's save the goodies for last. So did you know, and some of you probably know this, I got distracted by my text message. Did you know you can get paid to poop? And I know some of y'all are like, why is she even talking about this? This is public information, but you can do something that helps. And again, I'm laughing, but also this is something that helps people. So you can participate only if you live in Massachusetts. So I wish I lived in Massachusetts because I'm regular. I drink my water. I eat my veggies. That's probably TMI. But, you know, using the restroom, whether it's number 1 or number 2, is a good indicator of your health. And so with that being said, if you are someone who's regular and you are someone who lives in Massachusetts, you can get paid $40 per stool donation. And the reason why this matters and why I shouldn't laugh too much about it is because there are people with health challenges that relate to their digestive system. And basically what happens, if this is TMI, go ahead and cut it off, go to another video. But for those who are interested, what they do is they take the stool, you know, a portion of the stool donation from the healthy person, and they put that in a certain area, if you could guess, of the other person as a fecal transplant. But what it does is it does something really good for the receiver's digestive system, and it helps them with whatever challenge they have. That really wasn't a technical way to explain it, because obviously I'm not in that field of business. But I just think it's quite interesting that there's tons of stuff out there. There's no reasons why we can't get out there and make, you know, a little side money here and there in different ways. And if you are a regular pooper and you live in Massachusetts, you should look up Open Biome Open, something like that. Google it. And sign up, you know? So anyways, yeah, I'll create some separate videos about going more in depth with plasma donation, selling breast milk, and maybe a few other things. But I hope that was helpful. And if not, maybe it was just entertaining to see me talk about poop and breast milk and plasma. So anywho, I got to get in here and get ready for my part-time after-school care teacher job. I'm doing that for a little bit. So yeah, anyways, have a great day, evening, night, morning, and thank you so much for subscribing. Again, I'm grateful for every subscriber. I've technically more than quadrupled in a year, which sounds awesome, but you can do the math. So anyways, but I'm going to start doing regular videos so that I can get my numbers up and giving y'all some great content, and also making my videos more professional once I get a camera and adding those thumbnails and all that good stuff. That is all coming. So toodles, bye.